Since the 1930s, Florida has been weighing goods in order to ensure public safety and protect our highway infrastructure. Most large trucks on our state highways are weighed every day, and in some cases several times a day. Why? Pavement designs are calculated based on the number and weight of trucks that will use the highway over the life of the pavement. The Federal Highway Administration estimates that the roadway impact of a single 80,000-pound truck is comparable to 9,600 automobiles. That's as much as a half hour of bumper-to-bumper interstate traffic. The legal maximum weight for trucks on Florida's highways is 80,000 pounds. Overweight trucks do even more damage to the pavement. Each additional 10,000 pounds of weight doubles the damage. A 110,000-pound truck does as much damage as 8 trucks weighing 80,000 pounds each. Even trucks operating at legal gross weight can damage the pavement with an overweight axle or axle group. This public need to protect our highways is balanced by the private sector's need for goods to be delivered efficiently and cost-effectively. When it became evident that the sheer volume of truck traffic would soon exceed the capacity of our strategically located static weigh stations, the Florida Department of Transportation began a work program to utilize technological and design advancements to increase capacities. 7 current and 2 future enforcement facilities were identified to handle capacity requirements through the first quarter of the 21st century. New technology called WIM Motion, or WIM, is coupled with facility design improvements to provide the desired capacity increases. These WIM devices are capable of weighing vehicles in motion at speeds up to 55 miles per hour. Our new state-of-the-art weigh-in-motion stations are designed to increase safety by reducing entry and exit conflicts, lengthen the life of our roads by serving as a deterrent to overloading trucks, while keeping our economy moving by reducing delays. WIM enforcement stations have 3 systems to monitor the commercial motor vehicles traveling our highways: weigh-in-motion, static scales, and pre-pass. Trucks are weighed by a weigh-in-motion sensor as they enter the station. Trucks under the default weight limits programmed into the WIM sensors are given a signal to bypass the static scales. Trucks over these default limits, and those selected for random registration and safety checks, are signaled to enter one of the 2 static scales. Trucks meeting stringent state requirements to participate in the pre-pass program are equipped with a transponder, which signals the driver to remain in the mainstream and not enter the WIM. Pre-pass equipped trucks are also randomly selected by the WIM station computers to enter the WIM to verify compliance. Let's take a look at the time saved. As the truck enters the station, the weight, number of axles, and distances between each axle group are measured by the weigh-in-motion sensors and transmitted to the control center. A commercial motor vehicle under the legal weight is given the green light to travel at 45 miles per hour through a bypass and acceleration lane. Trucks traveling through the bypass lane will only be delayed by 28 seconds before merging back into traffic. A truck may be signaled to pull into the static scale because it exceeded the default weight levels or was randomly selected by the control center computer for registration verification. It will be delayed for only 54 seconds if no other vehicles are waiting. That delay may be increased by other vehicles in queue. However, with 2 separate static scales at all new WIM sites, wait lines are infrequent and short. Commercial motor vehicles outfitted with pre-pass units will lose no travel time passing the WIM station. As the truck approaches the WIM station, data is recorded identifying the motor carrier, time, and status of the vehicle. These are tremendous improvements over the single-lane static scale system. At maximum capacity, truckers could be delayed for over 10 minutes while they waited to be weighed. The command center is capable of processing 1,500 trucks per hour through this WIM station. The law enforcement officers and weight inspectors of the Department of Transportation's Office of Motor Carrier Compliance cite overweight and oversized trucks without special permits. They also cite registration and safety violations. Trucks may be examined in this well-equipped safety inspection barn. Violators may be fined or even impounded until compliance is achieved. These new WIM stations were designed to minimize the impact on the environment. They reduce the amount of pollutants by reducing the amount of fuel used by waiting trucks during starts, stops, and idling times. These stations also provide truckers with comfort stations and a safe place to rest. In case of emergencies such as hurricanes, this WIM station can even act as a regional emergency center or staging area, with its own generator and 50 phone line capability. Weigh-in-motion technology and improved facility design increase the capacity, decrease delay, and help protect Florida's transportation system. These new weigh-in-motion stations are important tools to help the Florida Department of Transportation provide a safe transportation system, a system that ensures the mobility of people and goods, preserves the quality of our environment and communities, while enhancing economic prosperity.